This beautiful topic we have to share now, the topic is my destiny. Finding my destiny for my own good. But before I move on to this topic, I want us to sing this song. It's in my dialect because this song has something to do with this topic, my destiny. It's an encouragement song. You use it to encourage yourself so you can dig down, dig deep to know whom you are, your purpose in this physical planet, and how to do about it so you can fulfill your beautiful and your positive purpose in this physical planet. Everybody have purpose, talent, destiny, your reason for coming in this planet. And that's why we are here now to discuss about our purpose, our destiny, how you can go about your destiny in order to fulfill it. Kpere ekpere yọwa Chineke ka o nyere gị aka. Ichebe ụmụ mmadụ ọ dịghị onye ga-enyere gị aka. Kpere ekpere yọwa Chineke ka o nyere gị aka. Maka ịyọba ụmụ mmadụ ọ dịghị onye ga-enyere gị aka. Ekpere m ekpere na ayọ Chineke o nyerenu m aka. Mgbe m na-eche ụmụ mmadụ ọ dịghị onye nyere m aka. Nwanne m kpere ekpere na ayọ Chineke ka o nyere gị aka. Ichewe ụmụ mmadụ ọ dịghị onye ga-enyere gị aka. Kpere ekpere na ayọ Chineke ka o nyere gị aka. Ihe ụmụ mmadụ ọ dịghị onye ga-enyere gị aka. Kpere ekpere na agba mgba n'ụwa ka inyere onwe gị aka. Maka ichewe ụmụ mmadụ ọ dịghị onye ga-emere gị ya. Mgbe ị na-ekpe ekpere nakwa agbakwa mbọ na-enyere onwe gị aka. Maka ichewe ụmụ mmadụ ọ dịghị onye ga-aza gị o. Mgbe ị na-ekpe ekpere nakwa na-agba mbọ nyere onwe gị aka. Maka ị na-eche ụmụ mmadụ ọ dịghị onye ga-enyere gị aka. This my song is saying, it's better you keep praying, asking God to help you, because trusting on human being to carry your burden to help you, they might not help you. Your destiny is not in anybody's hand, but in the hand of God. Fulfilling your destiny is not in anybody's hand, but in the hand of God. It's up to God to use whom He wants to use to help you. But don't wait for that person. Wait upon God while He uses him who He wants to use. The second stanza of the song says, but you must be hardworking. Look for something doing. If it is handwork, learn. While you are pursuing your destiny, do not be lazy. Find your hand something doing while you are praying and waiting upon the Lord. By doing so, not being lazy, God Almighty will definitely help you. Now let's go to this main topic, my destiny. How are you going to find your destiny? Remember, in the previous video we discussed on the foundation of our family, both from your mother's side and both from your father's side, that you must know the history behind your family. You must know the history in your lineage. If you don't know the history in your village, how your village was connected, things that happened in your village during the time of your ancestors to the time of your father, if you cannot find that out, maybe it's difficult for you. You have to know about your own parents, both your mother's side and your father's side. This will help you to know some of your challenges, where it comes from. Like we said and discussed in the previous video, most of the challenges most people are passing through are from the foundation. It's a foundational problem. Most covenant, oaths, altars from our foundation, starting from the time of our ancestors to our father and also to us. There are some covenants when your ancestors might have. If that covenant is not keeping on having sacrifices that is following those covenants. Such covenants can disturb generation to generation. And whereby you don't know this covenant, and you know one thing about this covenant, that this covenant is no longer positive or bringing positive things in your family. The next thing to do is to replace the covenant by making a new covenant. What are we saying? By making a new altar. If there is an altar in your father's house from the ancestors, and this altar or covenant are still disturbing, we said in the previous video, the best thing to do is to look for a good spiritualist, or you build yourself up. Allow God Almighty to build you. Then replace that covenant. Replace the altar. If you are not here, or if you have not come across the video where we discuss how you can replace the altar in your father's house, or replace the covenant with another covenant, please check our previous video. You will come across it. How you can replace any negative covenant that is disturbing your father's compound, or that is disturbing you from your ancestors to your father and to you. Now we are talking about our destiny. The foundation of our family has a link to our destiny. You know why it has a link to our destiny? When there is any negative thing in the foundation of your lineage or foundation of your life, your destiny is in problem. There is problem in the destiny. Your destiny might be that you are made to be a doctor, an international or national doctor, a doctor who will be well known all over the world. But because there is foundational problem from your lineage, ancestors, father to you, this foundational problem can make you not to go far in life. This foundational problem can disturb this destiny not to shine. That's why when you trace any problem repeating itself in your life, the life of your family, generation to generation, one problem keep occurring, rising and falling, rising and falling. You have to trace down and know if this is foundational problem or covenant or any sacrifice that your ancestors or father have been making to one chi or the other. When they stop that sacrifice, it can bring problem to people that are alive. There is a case of, we call them Ndi Chie. And these are your ancestors. We call them Ndi Chie, the ancestors. If there is something they are requesting from your hand and you have not fulfilled it, it can also disturb your destiny. I wish I can say this topic in my dialect, but most of people here might not understand. But when I say Ndi Chie, I mean the ancestors. The ancestors are powerful. When there is problem from the ancestors, what are we saying? It can hinder your destiny. If you are made to be a doctor or made to be a well-known positive person, the case from the ancestors, the foundation, the negative foundations or problem from the ancestors can also hinder your destiny. What are we saying now? I want this video to be only 10 minutes. So in 10 minutes, I'm going to round off. Then you join me while we continue. So how are you going to do about this, your destiny? After you trace your foundation, the history of your family, it will help you to know whom you are. Most of us here does not believe in reincarnation. But I want to tell you, reincarnation is real. If you trace your lineage, trace your ancestors, trace many things and the foundation in your home, that's when you believe that reincarnation is real. But pardon me if you don't believe in reincarnation. You can allow those that believe in it to listen to this next topic we are about to discuss. Because reincarnation is part of foundational problem. We are going to discuss about this reincarnation and why it is part of foundational problem. But let's finish about your destiny. The bone of contention here is this. Your foundational problem can hinder your destiny. First, you know your destiny, that you are meant to be this or that. You are meant to be a teacher, you are meant to be a doctor, you are meant to be a good businessman who can export and import, who can produce. You are meant to be one thing or the other, one positive thing or the other. But you have tried your possible best, you are not prospering in that. You have changed many businesses, many occupations, but you are not still making it from one office to another, from one appointment to another, from work to another, one work to another, from one job to another. You are still not making it. Shifting from one place to another, changing businesses. Changing businesses, the line of your business sometimes may be the problem, 10%, but sometimes the major problem may be your foundation and is disturbing that destiny. Because so many people are there, they have the same calling, they have the same goals, they have the same business as you. They are making it also. It's their destiny. And you, it might also be your destiny, but the problem you are passing through there is a foundational problem. So the bone of contention here is you must trace your foundation. You must trace the history of your family. Check the covenant. If you can't find out any covenant there, but you believe there is a covenant that's holding this family, replace a covenant by yourself. Make a covenant with your she. Make a covenant with your God. Make a covenant with the universe that today, any covenant, knowingly or unknowingly, that is disturbing this family or disturbing me, today I replace it with this. How are you replacing it? By making a new altar, a new covenant, promising and making a vow to the universe or to God Almighty what sacrifice you have to be given to the universe or God Almighty. Because the covenant that is disturbing you from your ancestors, they have a vow and sacrifice they are making in that covenant. That is why you have to ship in a new covenant and make a vow of a sacrifice you have to be doing to God Almighty or the universe. This vow is what will replace the old vow made by your ancestors. If you cannot trace the vow from your ancestors, most of the vow and covenant from the ancestors, our fathers, are the covenant and vow that are keeping most people alive or making most family to prosper. But the moment the father or the parents are no longer alive, nobody is to make that sacrifices again. Nobody is to keep those vow, promises, and covenant again. And families will begin to have problems. So when you find out that there is problem due to covenant and foundation of the families, the next thing to do is for you to make a new covenant. Bring your life fully to your chi, to God Almighty. After tracing the covenant or your foundation, make a new covenant. Create an altar in your home where you will make this vow and covenant and make sure you keep it. Join me to the next video. Let's talk about reincarnation because it can disturb your destiny also. Share this video. God bless you.